it is a huge honor and a privilege for me to be the messenger, to be the one giving you these amazing teachings, the Hermetic teachings. This course is a life-changing course. This course isn't like any other course, it's something special. These teachings are amazing and you will love them. I promise you that. I always had a fantasy when I was a little kid. I had a fantasy that when every person is born, he would get two books. One book would be basically a book that will describe what's going on in this world, how does this world work, how does the universe works, how do people think, just this book that basically explains everything regardless of the person himself, more of like an introduction to the world, you would say. One philosophy, one thing that makes everything so clear, that would be one book. The second book would be a more personal book that would talk about my own life's purpose, what am I doing here, what am I supposed to do here, what's my mission in life, that sort of thing. I always had this fantasy of every person getting these two books immediately when he is born, even before he can read, So, guess what? This course is basically one of these books. This course will explain the universe, will explain life itself without complicated formulas of physics. It won't go into that much of detail to explain the formulas and how the world works from a physics point of view, but it would give you a very, very high-level explanation of how the universe works, how people think, how people work. It's an amazing course. It's a course that I think that every person should take. And in regard to the second book about your own personal journey in this world, for that I have other courses that you are more than welcome to check out. But this course it has less about your own personal journey. It's more about the world in general. And it's amazing. Alright? Now what's cool about these teachings, the Hermetic teachings, is that they were given by extraterrestrials, by our friends upstairs. They were given thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. These teachings are very, very, very old. They are even older than the Egyptian religions and philosophies. All future religions and philosophies that would come later throughout history, they would be derived from this one original teaching. This is the first one. It's amazing. It's very special because it's the first very, very old teaching, the Hermetic teaching. And they've been continuing throughout history, being saved, going from mouth to ear, again and again throughout history, through the generations, secretly, basically, through secret societies, and only very, very recently were they open to the public, and that's why I can give you this knowledge. If we were to have this conversation 200 years ago or something, it would be impossible, because it would be all secret, and it would be part in the realm of secret societies. But you are, my friend, so privileged because you can learn about those stuff that have been saved, knowledge that have been saved for thousands and thousands of years. Alright, this is amazing, and you should feel happy that you have this opportunity to learn about those stuff. And you will love it. It's very, very, very interesting. Now, another cool thing is that even though those teachings are so old, we are talking about thousands of years, they are much more advanced than our current understanding of physics and science. It's pretty incredible. And we will talk a little bit throughout the course about the relationship between our current understanding of science and these teachings that are supposed to be so ancient, and for whatever reason, they are much, much, much more advanced than our current science. And the reason for this paradox is because it was given to us by extraterrestrials. Us as a human society, it was given to human society thousands of years ago by extraterrestrials. So you can imagine how high level they are, and you will love this course. It's amazing. The only one thing I want to ask you before I begin is to please try to think about everything that I say in this course, try to really process it, and I would even advise from between lectures to take a moment, take a minute to pause the lecture and just think about how everything that I talk about relates to your own personal life. Please don't make the mistake of thinking that these teachings are some sort of, I don't know, way up there, like distant from you, some intellectual thing that is interesting to think about, but does not relate to your own personal experience. It's not the case. The reality is that these teachings are very, very much related to your own personal experience every day, every minute, every second of your life. So I want you, please, if you want to take these teachings to a different level, to learn better, is after each and every lecture, take a moment, even a few seconds, and just before you move on to the next lecture, take a moment to process it and take a moment to compare what I just talked about with your own personal experiences, either in your current experiences or something in the past. If you are having a hard time thinking about something in your current life, try to think about your own past. What experiences in your own past can you relate to the things that I'm talking about after each and every lecture? Alright, so enjoy the course, my friend, because it is amazing. It really is.